Hey y'all, wow. Welcome back to my channel. I've got a new background. There's nothing really back there. It's actually more plain than my other background. Tell me if you guys like this. I mean, my camera's better. I'm using my Canon T6. I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. This is my first time using it for my videos because usually I use my iPhone. But we're gonna try this one out. Let me know how it looks. Okay? Is this better? Okay. So today we're gonna talk about lint. Lint in your locks. Okay? So those of you guys that have had locks for a while, okay? You've experienced this thing called lint. Usually, when you have your loose natural hair, when you see a little dirt in there, you know, you could wash it out. You're washing your hair every couple weeks or so. But when it comes to locks, it doesn't come out as quickly. It doesn't come out. It's kind of like, you know, when you have your protective styles and you got the braids or the twists in your hair with the extensions, and then you've had them in for like a month or whatever, and then you take it out, and there's that clump of buildup at the beginning of each extension. That's how it kind of is with locks. It's like that product, that dirt, that lint, it all just kind of just collects inside. And today we're going to talk about how to deal with that, how to get it out, how to prevent it. Now, I've been struggling with this thing for a while. It hasn't gotten too bad, but I've started to realize like why it has gotten to how it has gotten, if that makes any sense. So yeah, just over the years I've managed it, and I know what will cause it. So let's start with lint and buildup prevention. Okay, so number one, first off, when you go to sleep at night, don't be lazy. Okay, you need to use a bonnet. You see this? It's a Gray Soleil bonnet. This is one of my favorite ones. They're lined with satin lined caps. Okay, they're a little expensive, I would say, but they're good quality, and I like quality, so I'm okay with that. They're not too expensive. They're like $20. You can get a sale, and you can get like 2 for $20 or something like that. So I guess that's not too bad. But you have to wear a bonnet or some sort of cap when you go to sleep, because you're rolling around in your bed. All the particles, all of the cotton, all the linen fibers are just collecting inside your lock. Your locks are literally like those Velcro things that kids wear on their shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like it just picks up everything. So the first thing is you need to wear something while you're sleeping. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't wear this every single time I go. I don't wear it every single time I go to sleep because it's just annoying. But, you know, I know the price that I have to pay if I don't wear this, okay? Number two. You have to make sure that the products that you're using is not too heavy, okay? So a lot of you that used to be loose naturals, we all had a whole bunch of products. We had shea butter. We had the curling creams, you know what I'm saying? We had the gels that slick back your hair and stuff like that. I never really did that. I was never into that. But you got all that stuff, okay? You can't use that stuff anymore. You can't. It's just not going to work. So what I use in my hair, I try to use stuff that is very like oil based. Okay, oil is not going to build up, well, at least not in my hair. Oil is not going to build up in your scalp. Things like this Like this, I used to use this all the time. I don't know if you guys, if it's, yeah. I used to use this all the time. The Strengthen and Restore Leave-In Conditioner. This will cause buildup in your locks, okay? At one point, I was using shea butter in my locks. I used to put that in my loose natural hair, and it was great. It made my hair feel amazing, but it just wasn't good with the locks because I started getting like white clumps and stuff everywhere. I've started to use this. We're gonna try this out. This is the Mimosa Hair Honey by Carol's Daughter. It's very oily. It says it's for dry, brittle, and textured hair. Yeah. Also, you need to be careful of what you're retwisting your locks with. Some of those lock products, the ones that actually say it's for locks, they actually might cause buildup. Now, I was all about Talia Wajid's Lock It Up. But then I realized Talia Wajid, if I use too much of that, the Lock It Up gel, it will start to build up in my hair. So I'm still on the quest to finding good lock hair products. Some of you guys may know about my vitamin E oil that I already use on my hair. This definitely doesn't do anything as far as like buildup or anything. So I know oil-based stuff is fine. The only thing with oil-based stuff is you have to be careful because if your forehead is sensitive, you will get pimples. And coconut oil was doing that to me. It was like clogging all of my pores. So I had to stop using coconut oil. But yes, so number one, that bonnet. Number two, be careful of what products you're using. Make sure it's not too heavy. And what's the third thing? The third thing is, let me check my notes. Oh, yes. Okay. So this kind of like ties back into the bonnet thing. I mean, you can't wear a bonnet, you know, forever or whatever. But you kind of have to be mindful of what is on your head, okay? So around like the winter months when it starts getting cold, if you're like wearing a scarf or like a really fuzzy sweater or like a hat or something like that, you got to be careful because all that stuff can get into your hair. Also be cautious of your surroundings as well. Like if there's a lot of like dust blowing in the air, you know what I'm saying? Or sometimes when I go outside of my apartment, the landscaping people are like mowing the lawn and there's just like grass everywhere and it's just all blowing and stuff like that. Like you just want to be mindful of that. Like obviously you cannot avoid like nature. But yeah, just be mindful. Like just be mindful. So actually getting the lint out, let's talk about that. Okay, so the best way that I've gotten lint out, which maybe isn't the best way, is I use my little, where is it? I use this thing right here, okay? I use a tweezer. If I see it, I take it out. I tweeze. And people say that that's probably not the best thing to do because it could damage your locks. I like to do it when it's like damp or wet. My hair is damp or wet because when it's dry it's a lot harder to like get out. But like say I washed my hair and there's still like lint left here and there, I'll just like tweeze it out here and there, and that's kind of how I get my lint out the majority of the time. I am not a loctician. This is probably not the best way to do it, but I'm just very careful. I make sure I'm not breaking my hair. But yeah, I just get those clumps out here and there. Another thing that kind of breaks down the lint and the buildup is if you do like a really deep cleanse. So, you know, getting some hot water, put it in a bucket, you know, throw some baking soda in there, throw some apple cider vinegar in there, you know, mix that around and then have your locks like soak in there for a long time, like maybe like a solid 5-10 minutes. Okay, do that a couple times. It'll get a lot of the buildup and the lint out. Okay, another thing is dish detergent. Okay, dish detergent. Now when I started washing my hair with my Locs or whatever, I was using the Jamaican black castor oil shampoo, and I didn't really like it because I think it made my hair stink. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling it. So I stopped doing that. I noticed that, Dawn dish detergent soap gets my hair the cleanest. Okay, I will literally like get my hair nice and wet. I'll, put a couple drops, make sure my hands are really sudsy, and just like take some Locs and go like this with it, squeeze it. Okay, you get that dirt and that buildup out. It's very effective, but it does dry out your hair. So you need to make sure that, if you are using Dawn if you're using Dawn dish detergent, that you moisturize your hair properly afterwards. So those are my tips for lint. Like I said, I'm not a professional. If you want to take my advice, go ahead. If you don't, that's fine. But either way, I need you guys to subscribe to my channel, like my channel, follow me on Instagram. It's literally my name, Winique Wright. Okay? And yeah, that's about it for today. I will see you guys later. All right? Peace out. Bye.